And we are back here. Bronx Community College is fostering student academic progress by providing more than 40 programs that are preparing students to continue their education at a four-year institution or begin their careers. And here now, giving us more information about the upcoming spring semester is the Registrar at Bronx Community College, Karen Thomas. And Karen, I'm glad to have you with us. And as I know for you, you're coming down to the wire as the spring semester is getting ready to begin, right?
Absolutely. We're gearing up for our spring 23 semester. We look forward to our students coming back to a thriving campus. And all of our courses that we offer with our schedule is very robust. So we're definitely gearing up and ready to go.
As we talk about being ready to go, students are sometimes making that last minute decision about trying to get themselves in the classes. There may be somebody who maybe had some challenges over the course of the semester and didn't know whether or not they were going to get back in, kind of late registering. What's the timeline and what should somebody be doing right about now if they fall into that category?
So as a community college in a neighborhood where our students have some challenges in their personal lives, Bronx Community College offers an appeals process for those students who basically have challenges with coming to school and maintaining their home and work lives. So we have an appeals process where we help our students meet their needs. So sometimes students, they have the intentions that they want to come back to school, but there's a grade issue or there's an outstanding balance. Well, we here at Bronx Community College treat our students like family. So within our appeals process, we're able to help a large number of students return to college, and we try to reconnect them with the tools that they need to come back to school. So I know here in the registrar's office, along with the advisement office and financial aid office, we offer those tools to our students with the appeals process, and we are able to get back a good number of our students.
Academic advisement is always a challenge. I think for some students, it seems like an insurmountable thing, trying to understand what classes to take, how much I need to get done this semester. But you do have some great academic advisors there. Give me some tools in terms of trying to set up appointments and what people should know when it comes to their academic advisors.
Yes, so Bronx, we have several tools. So there's the main one, Schedule Builder, where students can go on to their own student record accounts and set up an appointment with their advisors. There's also another tool called Starfish, where students can go on and set up their appointment. And then we have a third option, which is in-person registration. Advisement registration, which restarts again on January 10th through the 24th, where students can come into a one-stop shop environment to meet with their advisor, to meet with their success coach, and to meet with a financial aid counselor and registrar person. So mainly our students have an online option to meet with their advisors virtually, and through the Schedule Builder tool in CUNY First, students are able to pick out their schedules with the advisor's oversight and approval, and then they can also do in-person options. So we have a wonderful advisement team, very knowledgeable and skillful to help our students, but we also have in-person services as well, because sometimes you just need that one-on-one approach.
Yeah. We hear the word high flex courses, and for somebody who may not be so familiar, what exactly are high flex courses?
So with the pandemic, we had a lot of challenges. So obviously we weren't able to work in person. So high flex courses are courses that's taught both online, and then they have a tool within the classroom, in person, and a tool within the classroom, an OWL, so that students then can also be taught virtually. So it's sort of like a hybrid of the courses that we offer here at Bronx Community College, because even though we came out of the pandemic, students have challenges coming to classes in person. So we have to do a gradual adjustment. And those high flex courses are a big part of the reason why we are successful at getting our students to return to these classes.
During this time of year, we tend to see so many visiting people in terms of students to academic institutions, we hear that sometimes the spring semester is the semester where we'll see more visiting students. For those persons that may be visiting students as well as those persons who may be categorized as non-degree, how do they go about getting in school if this is what they want to do and attending the college?
So our non-degree students are BCC students. So we don't treat any particular cohort of students differently. Our non-degree students will apply through the admissions office like any other student, whether you're new freshman or new transfer. They will meet with an admissions counselor to go over the requirements for the course that they are interested in. And then they will speak with a registrar representative to actually register for those courses. And if need be, if it's an upper level course that the non-degree student is interested in taking, then they will meet with a departmental advisor as well for further guidance. Our non-degree students are students who are not matriculated or going for degree, but within hopes of actually turning around and matriculating and applying for the degree. So it's a great way for visiting students to get to know BCC. It's a great way for visiting students to get a foot in the door. Some students are still, adjusting to the challenges of the pandemic, so they need to work full time still, and only take one class here or there. And then we also have our e-permit in students who come from other community colleges to take classes here at BCC, and they also come in reference to a non-degree setting. So we welcome all students here at BCC.
If anybody's just joining us, I'm actually talking to Karen Thomas, and she is the registrar at Bronx Community College, and talking about the spring semester. As students are getting ready for the spring semester, what is it that they need to know, how it is that they have to prepare themselves for academic advisement, and all the things that you would find out from the registrar's office? Well, we have Karen here to kind of give us some information and tell us about it. But Karen, let me ask you this question about where you are today, because where we are today is a whole lot different than where we are last year, the course of the last 2 years. What's it been like for you in the registrar's office in this quote unquote post-COVID or better than where we were before type COVID situation? What's it been like for the registrar's office in BCC?
So here in the registrar's office, we wear many hats. We're registrar on wheels. We put out many challenging fires here in the registrar's office as far as assisting the college community. For the last 2 years, we just basically put on our go mode coat. I call it the go mode coat because, we put it on and we just go. We don't have time to think about what challenges we have to face on a daily basis. We had staffing challenges because of the pandemic, et cetera, and not due to anyone's fault. It's just, some folks just had major challenges adjusting to this new way of business. At the registrar's office, we thrive. We have our good days and we have our challenging days, but at the end of the day, we're part of this BCC family and we just go. We make sure our number one concern is servicing our students. We try to keep an open mind about how we service our students in the college community. We're not perfect. We're human beings. And some days, it's like, what do we do now? What can we do better to help our students? And some days it's like, I just need a break. I need a minute to just take a moment. But we always come through because that's what we do. We registrar, we're on the go.
Yeah. I know that for many of us in New York, we're really still dealing with the effects of COVID. New York, ground zero. A lot of casualties, a lot of families impacted, and people had to step away. I think you talked about it just a few seconds ago. For personal reasons, I got to step away. I have to step away because I have to take care of my family. I have to step away because of grief and loss. I have to step away because financial hardship. But as things are getting better, people are getting better, and they're having the opportunity to come back and readmit. What's it been like in the area of readmission? Are we seeing more people actually become going for readmission, given the fact that where we are in this COVID environment?
So readmission is big here at BCC. A good majority of our students they would like to readmit. We do an outreach every Monday. We send out communications to potential readmit students, and it's a little over 4,000 students that we try to outreach to who were former BCC students, and we try to get them to come back. And we believe in going back to basics, like the grassroots roots approach. We call them, we invite them to come in for a mixer so we can talk to them one on one. We believe in a holistic approach and reaching out to these readmit students because at the end of the day, these students are us. We were them at one point. I know I went to school and I needed someone's help. So that's what we're here for, to be there for them. And the readmit process here at BCC, we're developed in enrollment management. We developed a Bronx Reconnect Center in line with CUNY Central's Reconnect initiative efforts. We're developing that, trying to build that out, and that's solely geared for our potential readmit students and our returning readmit students so they can have a home. We want those students to feel like when they leave their home, they come to the BCC family and this is their second home. Because nobody wants to feel isolated. Nobody wants to feel alone. And sometimes that's how our students, especially the readmit students, feel. So we don't want that here at BCC. We want them to feel that they are home and we can provide the services that they need for the readmit process. And that's why the appeals process comes hand in hand with that, because most of our readmit students, they need to do an appeal. So we help them, they help us by getting their degree.
Yeah. Well, Karen, I kept you for a while. Got to let you get back to work, but thank you for the work that you're doing as a registrar at Bronx Community College. I know that it's kind of challenging sometimes, but the fact is you're doing a great job and students are coming back, and we're excited to know that things are getting a little bit more closer to norm, and we're glad to know that. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
All righty. Well, now, if you want more information, visit the website bcccuny.edu and then follow them on Instagram and Twitter at BCCCUNY. We encourage you don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more Open right after this.